If you are just now trying to learn how to make coffee at home or want to learn how to use a moka pot, you have come to the right place. Hi there, my name is Kelly. Welcome to Kelly's Belly. So this is a moka pot. I bought this from Amazon. I honestly don't remember how much it was. I want to say it was like between $15 to $20. It's the Bialetti brand. I hope I didn't say that wrong. But for right now, we're going to put that aside and we're going to start with making the coffee grounds. So this is the coffee that I use, the Yukon brand from Starbucks. Thankfully, my best friend works at Starbucks, so she hooks it up. So this is my grinder. I personally like to get whole beans just because I feel like it tastes a lot fresher when you do it this way. So I have this grinder from Black & Decker. Gonna open up my bag and we're going to grab about 3 tablespoons of coffee beans and throw it into the grinder. When I grind my beans, I usually do it for about like 5 to 6 seconds. When I use this moka pot, I find that when you don't use too fine of beans, it tastes better. Personally, that's just how I like it. I think some people do it a little bit more fine, some people do it a little bit less fine. It's all personal preference. But for me, I like it more of a sandy consistency. Now I like to transfer it into that little cup thingy just because it makes it easier to put into the moka pot. When you grab your moka pot, you just basically twist it open. There's 3 parts to it. The very bottom part is where you're going to pour water in. So you're going to take out the little strainer thingy. And inside there's 2 lines. There's the bottom line and the top line. So I pour my water right at or right above the bottom line. And then once you're done pouring your water, you're just going to put the strainer back in, and then you're going to put in your ground coffee into that part. And you want to make sure it's not overflowing, but you also don't want it to be like too tightly packed. And then once you're done, we're going to go ahead and close the lid, twist it all the way, and make sure it's tight so that when the process is happening, water's not seeping through that middle compartment, because that's actually happened to me before. So now we're going to put on a low heat and throw the moka pot on top. So I think most people leave the lid closed, but personally, I don't really know why I saw somebody do it this way. They had theirs open. This is a slight risk because if you do this, there is a chance that your coffee could go everywhere, because that actually happened to me one time. So if you're doing it this way, you want to make sure that you're closely watching it, because right when it starts to go, if it's too hot, the coffee will literally like fly everywhere, and it's a complete mess. So once it starts to brew and it slowly comes out, this is how I like mine to look. I turn off the flame like shortly after, and I just let it sit there while the coffee comes out all the way. I also find when I leave it open, it helps cool down the coffee. So I am an iced coffee lover. I do drink hot coffee, but not that often. So for me, I need my coffee to be cooled down so it doesn't water down when I put my ice in it. So now we're gonna let this coffee cool. I leave the lid open. Sometimes I even I'll close the lid and then I'll pour some cold water on it to kind of cool it down a little bit. But for today, I'll just put it on the side so I can show you the other stuff I have. Do not walk, run to World Market because they sell these mini little coffee syrups and they're so cute. This package came with vanilla as well, but I already used it all up. So this package comes with chocolate, hazelnut, vanilla, and caramel. I like this because I like to drink different flavors, and this just lets me try different ones and see what I like. And right now they have a fall collection. I need to go get that. So I like Oatly oat milk. I've tried different milks, and personally I just like oat milk because it's a little thicker and works better with my stomach. But I like this brand for an everyday coffee. This cup is from Amazon and it's so cute. I'll add the link in the description. But it comes with a pack of 4 and it comes with your straw, a lid, and even a cleaner for the straw. Today I'm going to use my Torani Classic Caramel. I like this one because it's sugar-free, so it's more of my everyday go-to syrup. I usually just add like a little splash of it at the bottom. And then we're gonna go in and add our milk. I like just a little bit of milk, depending on the day. And then you throw your coffee on top. I do it this way so that the coffee cools down, because then when I go in and add my ice, I want to make sure that it's not watered down. Sometimes I like to add cold foam on top or cinnamon powder. Today I'm just going to go with my classic everyday iced coffee. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and let me know if there's any other coffees or recipes that you're interested in seeing. Thanks. Bye.